welcome back to this YouTube channel Globexa Immigration. This is Jitender Grover. Today in this live session we are going to discuss about Ontario PNP. Specifically, there are streams, employer job offer streams. There are 3 streams in that, and we are going to discuss almost everything about these streams. Quite important video if you are already inside Canada and if you are applying for your PR, and even if you are in some other province, still it is going to be really important for you, because even if you are not inside Ontario, even if you studied in some other province in Canada, still you can apply your PR under employer job offer stream. And there are 3 major streams in that. We are going to discuss all those streams, and apart from that, what kind of requirements you are going to have to be eligible in these streams, and what are the latest updates coming starting from July 2025, next month, in Ontario PNP, specifically for these streams. So there are big updates coming which are in Ontario, quite important for you. We are going to discuss each and every update about it. Also, I am going to update you what is the recent draw which happened and where people got approximately 3,500 odd invitations, ITAs, and we are going to discuss on that as well, that when Ontario gives ITAs, how it happens, and what kind of things you can target, what kind of streams you can target to get your PR in Canada. Employer job offer stream in Ontario. Many people think that Ontario PNP is difficult, but if I compare it with all the other PNPs, it has most or highest number of PNP invitations. So if you are going for Ontario, you can target it because it has the largest number of PNP pool compared to any other province. So approximately 50% of the total PNP invitations are given by just Ontario. So it is one of the best options to go for, and almost everyone who falls under employer job offer streams, mostly people get invitation in that. So points, yes, there is a point system. We are not going to go deep into that point system, but yes, there is a point system. Otherwise, this live session is going to be really long. There is point system available. We can discuss on your points, but mostly people who are having their profile, they are eligible, they are having a support letter from the employer, they usually get invitation. So even though there are points, if you are having a decent profile, not really great profile, not really required to be the cream of the country in Canada, it's not required. Still you can get invitation. Mostly everyone whosoever is there in pool, if you are meeting the basic criteria, and if you are having the support letter from the employer, if that is there, approximately everyone gets invitation. Usually there are 3 to 4 draws in Ontario. Usually it happens in past. So if you are ready right now, you can submit your expression of interest, and after the submission of your expression of interest, you can wait for the invitation from Ontario. But there are new updates coming right now. We are going to discuss each and every bit. So we will start the session with this. Sorry, I missed it. In the last live session, we discussed about a few things. If you want to know the basic of Canada PR, if you are inside Canada, you want to know what kind of systems are there for PR, express entry versus non-express entry system. What is express entry? What is non-express entry? So usually the PNPs have non-express entry system. So if you are going for PNP, so you are going to find express entry based PNP system, non-express entry based PNP system. So both kind of PNP systems are there. And Ontario PNP, all the streams which you are going to discuss in this particular session are non-express entry PR system. So here things are not related to express entry. You are going to get invitation from Ontario. After getting your invitation, once you get the invitation, you submit your application, then you get the nomination from Ontario. After getting the nomination, there is a separate portal for non-express entry PR applications. There you submit your profile, and finally you get the PR of entire Canada. That's how it happens. On the other hand, there is a separate express entry system as well, which we have discussed how it works. We have discussed in the previous live session, and you can watch that previous live session as well if you want to understand what kind of things you can target in Canada apart from express entry. Most people are aware of express entry, but most are not aware of other options in Canada to get the PR. So Express entry system versus non-express entry system we have discussed in last live session. Streams in express entry we have discussed, CRS calculator, and for different stream draws we have discussed that as well. Streams in non-express entry we have discussed that. Then why non-express entry system, so we have discussed on those things in last live session. So please watch that previous session. I'll try to share the link in description as well after this session. I did not share it right now. Just let me share the link right away. Give me a second. I have shared the link of that session in the chat. You can watch that live session as well, or even after this particular live session you can watch that live session. So we have already covered the basic of Canada PR express entry system versus non-express entry systems, which go parallelly, which do not merge. So many people think that they are going to get PNP invitation in non-express entry system and they are going to claim points in express entry. No, it is not going to happen. So there are many misconceptions which we cleared in the last live session. So please watch that as well. What we are discussing today, non-express entry streams in Ontario PNP. Okay, what are these streams? So these are the streams. We are going to discuss on employer job offer, foreign worker stream, employer job offer, international student stream, employer job offer, in-demand skill stream. But we have discussed about master graduate and PhD in last session, so we are going to discuss, not going to discuss in these streams. We are going to discuss employer job offer, employer job offer, employer job offer. These three streams we are going to discuss in this live session. It is quite important because recently the draws which came from Ontario, they were in these three systems. We will make a separate session or maybe video for master graduate stream. I have already discussed it in other videos as well. So importantly, right now this is the most important, these are the most important streams for PR which we are going to discuss. There are few commonalities in these three streams and few things which are little bit different, criterias are little bit different. Okay, moving forward, why employer job offer streams? Okay, it allows you to get your PR in Canada. So one thing is, whosoever is inside Canada, they want to get their PR, so it gives you an option to get your PR in Canada. But you require a permanent full-time job offer in Ontario. You just require a job offer. You don't require experience. In two streams, you just require the job offer. In one stream, you require experience as well. Okay. But usually, simply, if you have a permanent full-time job in Ontario, you become eligible in for getting your PR. And you require an eligible offer from a participating Ontario employer. So basically you require a job offer in Ontario from an employer who is participating in Ontario PNP and that employer is eligible as well. We are going to discuss on the requirement of employer as well, what kind of employers are going to be eligible. There are so many things which are mentioned on the website, too many things mentioned on the website of Ontario PNP. You may not be able to do research on that. So I am going to simplify those things. If you are meeting the basic criteria, then you can proceed further, do further research, and we can discuss on case-to-case basis as well. If I am going to discuss each and every bit which is written on the website, this session is not going to end forever. So basic criteria, if you are fulfilling, then we should proceed for Ontario PNP. Otherwise, there is no point proceeding further. Latest invitations under employer job offer streams. What are the latest invitations which just came? Quite important because it was a big draw. On the same day, 6th of June this year, this month, we got approximately 3,500 odd invitations from Ontario. So these are the draws which came. And because we are discussing in these streams, it's important to know how the draws are coming, whether the draws are coming or not. Second thing, what kind of draws are coming. So quite importantly, so this is employer job offer stream. So this is June 6th, employer job offer stream, additional candidates. So this came later on. Additional candidates were invited. Some were invited on June 3rd and some were, one invitation came on June 6th as well. So in this particular month only we got all these invitations. Employer job offer stream, additional candidates in Greater Sudbury. So this is a location based draw, and the location is Greater Sudbury, Grand Sudbury. So that was the location. 72 targeted invitations were given, and all the streams were there: foreign worker, international student, in demand stream. So this is one of the invitation which came later on. Rest all the invitations came on 3rd of June. These are the invitations. If you want to check all the invitations, all the details, these are given in the on the website. So you can just Google Ontario PNP latest invitations news, something of this sort, and you will get all these news, all these invitations, all the details are there. Next is employer job offer streams, candidate from Eastern Ontario. So Eastern Ontario means, so now invitations are not coming from GTA or outside GTA. So they are coming, even if you are outside GTA, they have divided it in parts: Eastern Ontario, Western Ontario, or different part of Ontario. So you can choose your location. Even if you are outside GTA, you can choose your location carefully, where there is kind of less people are going there, and Ontario wants to give PR invitations to those locations quite frequently compared to anyone who is living in GTA. So you can target at least to live outside GTA and to work outside GTA, find an employer outside GTA. Maybe you may be in community which is coming under RCIP, and you can get invitation under RCIP as well, or you can get invitation under Ontario PNP as well. So RCIP is a federal program for the entire Canada. So this is different. And there is one more program which is, now we are discussing employer job offer stream. So if you are working in RCIP, in that case you can be eligible at least for 2 programs. One program is RCIP, you can get nomination there. Second program can be Ontario PNP. So you can target this as well. So if you are living in a community and working as well, having a job offer, and your employer is supportive as well, so in that case you can have at least 2 options in hand for your PR. So it's all about making more and more options for your PR. One option may not be enough. So if you are living in RCIP communities, it will give you 2 options to get your PR. One option is RCIP directly, and second option possibly is employer job offer stream if your employer is supportive for you. So employer job offer stream, Eastern Ontario got the invitation. Next is employer job offer stream, Northern Ontario got invitation. Next is an invitation. Number of invitations are given: 973. Earlier these were 334. Next is regional economic. So it's again for region, again 843, and there are details given here. Employer job offer stream in healthcare occupation invited. So in demand skill. This is for in demand skills. So that is a third category where people got invitation, and people may be eligible in multiple, all 3 of these options as well, quite possible. Okay, and they can choose to go for any particular option they want to go for, and they can proceed for their application, because there is a possibility that you are working in demand skills as well, and you are an international student as well. So you are eligible in both the streams: employer job offer stream, international student stream. So that is one, and second stream possibly is in demand skill. So in demand skill, there is a huge list given on the website, and one of them is healthcare, and specifically for healthcare profession people got invitation. So this is the list in healthcare, but further list is also there. There are more professions in the list given here, and these are the professions in health occupation. So I just share the screenshot of this particular occupation, but there are other occupations as well which are given on the website. Next is targeted occupation invited. So again, targeted occupation, a particular no code for 41321, that is invited. A particular no code is also invited, so that is also there. Score was 45. How many invitations were given? Must be given somewhere here. We need to check, we need to read and check. Okay, Next is, okay, so these were the invitations which were given in this entire draw. It was a really big draw, PNP draw. And if I compare it with the second largest province, so British Columbia got just 4,200 seats to give PNP invitations. On the other hand, Ontario has far bigger quota. So it has far more probability of giving you invitation. You just need to manage what? You just need to manage an employer. That's it. The way BC gives invitation, if you are working full-time permanent job in BC in healthcare, you get PR, immediately PR. Okay. Same way, if you are finding an employer who is ready to support you, you can get PR in Ontario as well. And given the current circumstances where Ontario has more job opportunities compared to any other province, and if you are able to manage an employer as well who is ready to support you, it becomes a really good option where in every 3 months, 4 months, you can get invitations from Ontario and you can proceed for your application as well. So Ontario, given the current circumstances where it has most number of seats, the biggest quota for PNP invitations, it becomes a default choice for many, and you should target to go for Ontario, and you should try to find an employer who is ready to support you to give you to get you invitation from Ontario. Also, earlier there was a hurdle that many employers were not ready to give support letter. Even after you get invitation, people were not getting support letters from the employer. And even after employers saying that, okay, we will try to give you support letter, even after getting invitations, employers were denying to give support letters because there was a process. Earlier also there was a process that you could ask your employer, rather than giving the support letter to you, they could give it directly to Ontario as well, the government as well. So this support letter, even though that system was there, but mostly employers were thinking, or people were not aware, that they need to give this support letter directly to employee, and this employee will give it to Ontario PNP authority. So that was the process. And in this support letter, employer needs to declare many things, including number of employees and specifically how much revenue they are generating. And that kind of data employers were not ready to share with the employees. That was a problem. Now Ontario is coming up with a system where employers are going to share it directly with the government. Anyway, they share it with the government. They can't hide it. They can't hide their revenue, number of employees. And they will first set the eligibility and their support for the employees. And then later on, employees are going to apply for their expression of interest. They are going to create their expression of interest. So now the process is going to be more streamlined from here onwards. So people can get more invitations, more support letters, transparent process is going to happen. So it is going to become a better system compared to right now. So people will get more better support from the employers, and Ontario PNP, everything is going to better in that particular system. So this is going to be implemented starting from July 2nd, and you need to create new expression of interest starting from July 2nd. So that is going to happen. All the expression of interest which are there in system right now, they are going to be erased, or you can say that withdrawal automatically, and you need to create a new expression of interest. After employers are going to create their profiles and they are going to provide support and they are going to become eligible, and after that only you can create your expression of interest and you can apply later on. So invitations are not going to come like this. Even if you do not have the proofs of having the support letter from the employer, still you could get ITAs, and most of the ITAs got wasted because people do not get the support letter from the employer. At the end, employer may say that no, I am not going to support, I am not going to give you any letter, I am not going to give you information about my company. So this is not going to happen anymore. So that's why it becomes a really good option. Anyone who is going to get ITAs after that, after the new system, most probably they will get their PR as well. There won't be any hiccups, any issues in the entire PNP process, and process is also going to be streamlined and quicker as well. It is going to save a lot of time as well. So we have discussed on the invitations which came recently. You can go to website and check more invitations, but I have given you a quick overview what kind of invitations happened recently. So people who were outside GTA, most of the people got invitations in this particular latest draw. Conditions of 3 employer job offer streams. So there are 3 streams. What are the conditions for all of these streams? Yes, there are so many things written on the website, but we are really in minimum words, whatever could be written, could be mentioned, so that you can check the basic requirement. And if you are making the basic requirement, if you are meeting the basic requirement, you could proceed for the application in future. So foreign worker stream. So what is the requirement? First of all, who can be eligible in that? If you are there in Canada on LMIA, on spouse open work permit, or anyway, maybe some other system, maybe refugee or asylum, something you applied, you got the work permit, open work permit. So anyone who is on work permit in Canada, did not study in Canada, they are working in Ontario, they can be they can fall under this particular stream. So anyone who is working in Ontario, got the offer letter in Ontario, can be eligible under this particular stream. Okay, you might have completed your study, fine. You might not have completed your study, fine. In both cases, you can be eligible to get your PR through this particular stream. So employer job offer stream, and after getting the support letter from the employer, even if you are a foreign worker without having any education in Canada, even if you have education in Canada, and third, if you are in demand skill, in any case you can get invitation. So you don't require to have any study in Canada, you did not study, still you will be eligible. What do you require? You require a job on NOC 0AB, so NOC B or above. If I convert it into tier level, usually it is tier 0, 1, 2, 3. If you are working on these tier levels or NOC B or above, usually supervisor or above, you are eligible to apply under this. Okay, you can get invitation. You require a permanent full-time job, non-seasonal. Okay, you require a permanent full-time job. If it is there, NOC B or above, you will be eligible to apply under this particular stream. Next, wage. Whatever is average wage there for your job profile, if it is there, you will be eligible. Okay, job location inside Ontario. So it cannot be, because this is for Ontario PNP, your job location cannot be outside Ontario. Next is work experience, 2 years of relevant skill occupation in last 5 years in or outside Canada. So this is important. Even if you have your experience outside Canada, still it will be counted. So combining it, you had your experience in last 5 years outside Canada, you entered in Canada, and you got a permanent job. As soon as you get a job, you become eligible. So yes, there is a requirement to have experience, but it is not a condition that you require to have that experience inside Canada. No, it can be outside Canada as well, and still it is going to be counted. So usually my audience is mature, and when they apply for their study visa, they applied for their study visa earlier, and mostly who apply right now as well, mostly they have experience. Mostly they have 2 years of experience. So you don't require to have 2 years of experience inside Canada. Yes, you can have it inside Canada as well. Suppose you went to Canada on spouse open work permit. Earlier, your experience is distorted, or you don't have proofs for that, and it is not claimable. You can't claim it. What you are going to do in that scenario? So mostly you are going to have 5 years of time to stay in Canada, because student may be studying for 2 years, 3 years of PG work permit. So student has 5 years of time, and spouse also has 5 years of time. If that is there, you will become eligible after getting 2 years of experience inside Canada as well. So you have 5 years of time. In that 5 years inside Canada, if you are on spouse open work permit, so mostly you are going to have 5 years of runway. If you went on LMIA, then probably you require 2 LMIAs to complete 2 years of experience, plus you need to extend your stay in Canada as well. So that may also happen. So in the duration where you are staying in Canada, either get your experience of 2 years inside Canada, or if you already have experience outside Canada, that combine that experience, get the job offer in Canada, permanent full-time job, and you will become eligible. So yes, there is a requirement to have experience, but this experience does not require to be inside Canada. If you get it inside Canada, great, but even if it is outside Canada, it will be counted. combine it with the offer letter inside Canada, and you will become eligible for your PR. So you can make it possible even without studying in Canada. Next is international student stream. So many of my students, they went to Algoma University, and 50% of the total students who go to Canada, they are in Ontario, and for them it becomes a really relevant stream. You completed any study in Ontario or outside Ontario as well. There is one catch here. So education requirement, a degree, diploma or certificate from eligible candidate institution in last 2 years. So your study should be in last 2 years. Okay, that is one. It should not be like you are in 3rd year of your PG work permit, you can't apply for this stream. Clear? Okay. So you require to have, in last 2 years, you require to have a Canadian education. But it does not mention that your education should be in Ontario. It can be anywhere in Canada. So you studied in British Columbia and shifted to Ontario, still you can fall under international student stream. It's perfectly fine. Even though this is Ontario specific stream, it is Ontario PNP stream, still it allows you that you studied outside Canada, outside Ontario. Don't worry, come to Ontario, work in Ontario, we will consider you under international student stream in Ontario. So even if you are working after completing your study in British Columbia, maybe UCW, maybe Thompson River, maybe RRU, maybe any of the universities, anywhere, Saskatchewan Polytechnic, anywhere you studied, and you are getting a job in Ontario, come to Ontario within 2 years and get a job, permanent full-time job, NOC 0A, B, it means tier 0, 1, 2, 3, get these type of jobs, permanent full-time job inside Ontario. Even if you studied outside Ontario, you will be eligible under this particular program. Isn't it great? So to be eligible under international student stream, you don't require to study in Ontario. Even if you studied outside Ontario, it's perfectly fine. And because most of my students went to Algoma University, 50% of the entire students, number of students who enter in Canada, they are in Ontario. It becomes a really great option for you. Even if you studied outside Ontario as well, it again becomes a really good option for you. Come to Ontario, get the support letter from the employer, or ask during interview, will you give me support letter for my PR? If the employer agrees for that, in that case, it becomes a really good option to get your PR. Many people are not aware of it, that international student stream is there and it can help you in getting your PR. Many people are they feel that we are not going to find such employer. Many people don't even ask the employer. Many people ask the employer, but employer says that no, we have stopped giving such invitations. So yes, there are many kind of things. Either people do not know or they don't get the support letter from the employer. Because of these things, this stream is not really popular, but it should be highly popular. You should ask your employer, please support me. Even if you do not, even if you cannot give me support letter in my hand physically, you can give it directly to Ontario government. You can give it to immigration department. No need to give it to me. And now there is new website coming. In that new website, just ask your employer, submit it directly to the immigration department. No need to give it to me. Create the profile and support me for my PR. Discuss these things in advance while you are taking your interview. Okay, so this is your second stream. Third is in-demand skill stream. It is usually in NOC and D, and in-demand sectors, healthcare is there, agriculture is there, manufacturing. So many sectors are there. You can check the list. You should be inside Ontario. You need to have at least 9 months of related experience in Ontario in last 3 years. So you need to have some experience in Ontario. It is 1200 hours, and it can be a part-time job, it can be a full-time job, but you need to complete 1200 hours of experience. Maximum of, in 1 week, it cannot be more than 30 hours. So 30 hours or less in per week can be counted, and total requires to become 1200 hours. It becomes 9 months of experience. It can be in part-time jobs, it can be in full-time jobs, it is going to be counted. So even if you are working part-time for 18 months, it will become your, but you need to count number of hours as well. Part-time does not mean that, part-time means 15 hours per week, it will be counted. Okay, but it should not be like, means you need to count the number of hours. It should not be, I am trying to give an example. If you are working 5 hours per week as a part-time, so it will not be completed in 9 months, then it will take many months. But if you are working 15 hours per week, then in 18 months your 1200 hours will be completed. So part-time experience in parts, that you worked for 2 months, then for 4 months, then there is a break of 1 month, then you worked again for 1 month, it is also counted. So experience in parts is also counted. And you require CLB level 4 in English or French, education, high school diploma or equivalent. And if your skill requires, is this particular skill require any license, you require to have that license as well. So in demand skill as well, if you are working, in that case you can get invitation. This is the third category in employer job offer string. So in all three categories, if employer is going to give you support letter, you are going to get your PR through Ontario PNP. Employer's eligibility and support letter. What is employer's eligibility? Can any employer give you offer letter and support letter? The answer is no. The answer is no. Business must be active for 3 years in Ontario. Yesterday you open a company and start giving jobs and then start giving offer letter. No. At least 3-year-old business should be there to give you support letter. Any new business cannot give you support letter. Must have a minimum revenue of $1 million Canadian dollars. It's Canadian dollars. 1 million Canadian dollars in GTA. If the business is registered in GTA, then at least $1 million of revenue is required. If business is outside GTA, then $500,000 revenue is required. If the company is big, if you are able to see big number of employees, more than 5 people working there, more than 3 people working, usually you will find this type of revenue. With the size of the company, you will be able to understand whether this company will be generating this $500,000 revenue or not, or $1 million revenue or not, inside and outside GTA. So just try to judge whether this company is a fit for me or not. How many employees are there? If I calculate the total salary of these employees, will it become more than $1 million? If you are working outside GTA, in that case, in that particular job, if 10-15 people are working, if you calculate total salary for these employers and the income of the employer as well, will this organization, this company be generating $500,000 in revenue or not? So just to check the eligibility at initial level, if there are 2 people working, that organization may not be generating a revenue of 500,000 and will not be making you eligible to get your PR as well. Do not go for such organizations. So prima facie, in the initial judgment, just try to check how big the company is. If the company is good, if it is big, even if it is mid-level company having more than 10 employees, you will find that this company should be eligible to give you support letter. Okay, so try to judge it in advance, even before going forward in the interview, asking for the support letter. Company may say that okay, if it is required, we will give you support letter, but later on you find out that that company is not even eligible to give you support letter. What you are going to do in that case? At that time of generation of documents, when you need to get the support letter, that time you will get to know, no, this company is not eligible. ITA has no value. Okay, so judge it in advance, and now in the new system, it will be judged in advance. First, the employer will get the eligibility, then only you will get the eligibility to apply under this particular stream. So now it will be checked automatically. Must employ Canadian employees, Canadian citizens or PR. How many? If inside GTA, the company is inside GTA, then 5 employees are required. Outside GTA, 3 employees are required who are having Canadian citizenship or PR. So what is the requirement? One is employer should be having 1 million of revenue and 5 employees, permanent PR or citizen employees who are having permanent full-time job with this company. So 5 employees, 1 million revenue in GTA. बंद हो गया सब कुछ? Okay, so sorry for that. Current has gone. India, you know. सब कुछ ब्लैक हो गया. कनाडा में ये नहीं होता था यार. Sorry guys for the issue. We are in India. Huh, we need to stop it or may require to restart it as soon as the current is back, the electricity is back. ये वाली स्ट्रीम रीस्टार्ट नहीं होएगी. Don't stop it. Let's wait for 5-7 minutes. भाई मैं कनाडा में बिजनेस कर सकता हूँ, कितने पैसे लगेंगे? Okay, if you are outside Canada, then it's a different story. If you are inside Canada, it's a different story. Usually to do a business in Canada, I was trying to get one restaurant, pizza store. तो पिज़्ज़ा स्टोर के इट वाज कॉस्टिंग मी अप्रोक्सीमेटली $1 lakh. इंडिया में इट इज 60 लाख रुपीस अप्रोक्सीमेटली, 60 से 65 लाख रुपए के आसपास, जिसके अंदर सारे इक्विपमेंट भी आ रहे थे, प्लस कुछ मंथ के लिए जो रनिंग कॉस्ट थी दैट वाज आल्सो देयर. तो अगर बाहर हो, बाहर से अंदर एस्टेब्लिश करना है, मतलब कॉस्ट तो इतनी आने वाली है, बट अगर इफ यू आर आ गई बट इफ यू आर इनसाइड कैनेडा, बट इफ यू आर इनसाइड कैनेडा तो आपको फर्स्ट वर्क परमिट चाहिए. बाहर से पहले जाने के लिए भी यू रिक्वायर सम काइंड ऑफ वर्क परमिट, कुछ वर्क परमिट चाहिए, या आपको पीआर कुछ तो लेना पड़ेगा. इफ दैट इज नॉट देयर, इन दैट केस यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट योर पीआर. आप कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते हो, आप जा ही नहीं सकते हो, तो बिजनेस कैसे करोगे? या तो आप इन्वेस्टमेंट के थ्रू पीआर लो और वही इन्वेस्टमेंट को यूज करो फॉर बाइंग योर बिजनेस, और फिर उसी से पीआर का प्रोसेस बने. सो इट डिपेंड्स कि व्हाट इज योर सिचुएशन, वेदर यू आर इनसाइड कनाडा और आउटसाइड कनाडा. अगर किसी के पास पीआर वगैरह है, वर्क परमिट है, तो उनको सर्विसेज बिजनेस ओपन करने के लिए कुछ भी नहीं लगता, कोई शॉप नहीं लगेगी, कुछ नहीं लगेगी. हार्डली $1,000 के अंदर आपका सब कुछ ही हो जाता है, कंपनी भी रजिस्टर हो जाती है, एवरीथिंग इज डन. और कुछ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बिजनेस करना है या कुछ परचेज करना है, दैट्स अ डिफरेंट स्टोरी, वो काम ही अलग है, उसका खर्चा ही अलग है. इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन कि आप क्या बिजनेस ओपन करना चाहते हो. Okay, if there is any question, you can leave your question here. I can take 1 or 2 questions, then we will go back to the session again. One more thing, this particular stream will not work for anyone who is outside Canada. उनके लिए काम नहीं करेगी. अगर बाहर हो तो कोई एम्प्लॉयर आपको ये सपोर्ट लेटर वगैरह कुछ नहीं देने वाला है. So you are not going to get any invitation with that. Where were we? So we were discussing about employers eligibility. Okay, so eligibility we have discussed. This is the eligibility. Okay, so you require a job offer in Ontario. In Ontario may you require a job offer, that is permanent full-time job that we have discussed, and employer should be able to have meet these criteria as well of revenue and number of employees. If both these things are meeting, in that case you can proceed, you can get your support letter from this employer. Next is, what are the new updates coming in employer जॉब ऑफर स्ट्रीम, पर्टिकुलरली ये तीनों स्ट्रीम्स जो है इनके लिए क्या अपडेट है. सो एम्प्लॉयर पोर्टल सिस्टम, द न्यू सिस्टम इज कमिंग starting from July 2025. Next month there is new system coming. Ontario will implement a new process will be employer first employers will give the details and establish the eligibility. If that is not there, we will not be able to create the profile in Ontario PNP. इन स्ट्रीम्स के अंदर हम एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट क्रिएट नहीं कर पाएंगे. सो एम्प्लॉयर विल फर्स्ट सबमिट देयर इंफॉर्मेशन, job details and attest their ability to support the candidate's application. Unless employers are going to establish their eligibility, process will not move forward. Candidate then applies against this submission. So first employer will establish the eligibility. Once this happens, then candidate will apply, and once candidate apply, then there is going to be process is going to be fast track, it is going to be better, and support is already going to be there. Support letters will no longer be physically handed to candidates. It's not required physically handed to candidates. That was the biggest issue, because most of the employers were not really comfortable, not ready to give these letters to the employees. And later there was a different system as well, that employers could send these letters, scan them and fill them and send these letters on the email given by Ontario Immigration Department. So it was there, but still employers were not really supportive in doing that. But here employers don't require to do it, they just require to submit their information first. Candidate then will apply for their PR application, PNP application, and then support letters are not required. So this requirement will go away. Ontario portal directly provides support letter to the candidate's application. So portal itself has the support is already there, established by the employer, and support letter will be attached with the application of candidate automatically. It's not required to be done explicitly or through the channel of the employee. No, it is not required. Okay. So this is a better system, cleaner system, and now people will get more support letters compared to earlier, because employers are now having a system where they don't require to share this information with their employees. So they will be more comfortable going with that. What are going to be the benefits in that? Check eligibility in advance. So already eligibility check will happen, because if the employer eligibility is done, established in advance, then we are going to apply. So it means it's already checked. Otherwise we will not be able to proceed further. It's gone. You will not get ITA with that employer. Nothing is going to happen. Expression of interest, everything will be stopped. So that is the first step with that employer. No wastage of ITS. Now people get ITS when they go back to employer, ask them to give support letter. So many times employers are not eligible, and many times they don't want to give support letter. ITS, people get ITS and ITS are wasted. Now this is not going to happen. Even in fact, you can ask the employer in advance, do you have the eligibility checked in Ontario portal? If the employer has eligibility check done, then you can join that employer. Otherwise you can say, I don't want to join you because you can't help me with my PR. So you can decide whether you want to proceed for that employer or not, who is not eligible to get your PR under Ontario PNP. Don't join such employers. Ask them whether you have established your eligibility for Ontario in Ontario portal or not. If they can't give you support letter, don't join them. Reduces fraud. So there are cases of frauds as well. People try to get fake invitations, they try to submit fake information, forged information. That is not going to happen. So now everything is checked online, records are done online, and there are no scope of frauds anymore with this system. Speed up the process. Already the support letter is there, information of employer is there. There is no back and forth to get this information, and delay is going to be less in after getting the ITA. Ensuring all required documents in place at submission. So whenever you are submitting, you don't require to get any documents from the employer. Employer's documents are already in the system. You just require to provide your documents, your job related, education related documents, or your English test or something. Other documents, employer documents are already there in system. That's not required. So it has, new portal has many benefits. So this is the update, launch of new. This is the launch of new OINP employer portal that is going to happen. This is the latest update, and it is going to start from 2nd of July, and on that date you can start submission start submitting your expression of interest again. But before that, before you submitting your expression of interest, first the employer need to submit their details and they need to establish the eligibility as well. So this is the news. You can read down everything. So there are many things which are changing in the system. Key features are there, key integration, blah, 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 blah. We have already discussed these things, what kind of benefits it is going to have. And yeah, again, there are key features, required action, when you can submit, but it is going to take some time. Even if system is there in place, your current expression of interest are going to be withdrawn automatically, and you need to create new expression of interest. But before that, employer must be there in the system, create their kind of establish their eligibility, and then only our expression of interest has any value. Otherwise we won't be able to create it. Nothing is going to happen in that case. So there are timelines given when and what is going to happen. But anyway, even if it is going to happen first, it is going to be open for registration, but first employers need to register starting from July 2nd, and once the employers are there available on the portal, then only you will be able to proceed for your application. So you need to ask your employer, go create their profile on this particular portal after 2nd of July. Then only you will be able to create your profile and submit your expression of interest and proceed further for the application. So this was kind of details about employer job offer streams. There were 3 streams which we have discussed: foreign worker stream, international student stream, and in-demand skill stream. And in these streams, if you need to apply for your PR, really useful, really better, really good streams, and almost everyone is going to get invitation if your employer is supportive. And now system is going to be more streamlined. You can get more support letters compared to earlier. So Ontario is the place to target, and in Ontario, rather than GTA, go outside GTA, and rather than going outside GTA, you can go to specifically to particular communities which are coming under RCIP. It may be Sudbury, it may be North Bay, it may be Sault Mary, Thunder Bay. So Timmins, go to these 5 communities. If you are going to these 5 communities, you will have 2 options for your PR. One option is going to be RCIP. Second option is going to be employer job offer stream. So target that. Even though there are less number in RCIP, there may be 4,000 to 5,000 invitations, maybe 4,000 only, which people are going to get PR under RCIP. It is a federal program, but I feel that this number can go up in future, because Canada would always like to have more people outside GTA and in rural areas. So that is going to be target. That is one. Second thing, you are not dependent on only one option. You are having second option as well. That is Ontario PNP. And in latest draw, we are able to see there is no draw for GTA. All the draws are outside GTA. So target to work outside GTA, get your PR, get settled, get your PR, then move wherever you want to move. Then move to BC, where there is no snow, and there can be many other places where you want to live. But not for PR. Not for PR. PR requires your flexibility, flexibility in terms of job, flexibility in terms of location. If that is not there, you are not going to get PR. Eventually, you will reach a stage where you will be on the verge of leaving Canada, because your 5 years are already done, 2 years of study, 3 years of work permit, it's gone, and you will require to leave Canada. So you should not be in any such situation which is going to lead to you to leave Canada. You should not be in such situation, and ideally you should stay inside Canada, but choose the locations where you can get PR, and at least have 2 to 3 options for your PR. In last live session as well, I discussed how you should make 2, 3, 4 options for your PR. Here, one option is RCIP, second option is Ontario PNP, third option can be French. You can learn as soon as you land in Canada, start learning French. So it will make three options for you. One is RCIP, second option is Ontario PNP, third option is French. So you will have three options in hand. At least one option will work for you for your PR. So have multiple options in hand. Do not be dependent on only one option. Do not be really overconfident about your PR with one option only. Do not do that. And do not study for only 1 year in Canada, which will give you only 1 year of PG work permit. Study to get 3 years of PG work permit, because you require some runway in Canada to get your PR. You cannot be really assured that I am going to get my PR with just 1 year of study and 1 year of PG work permit. It may not happen. So be really careful in that. So if you want to apply with me for your PR, for your Canada study visa from outside Canada, if you are inside Canada and you want to, from your work or visitor, you want to start your study, or you want to extend your stay in Canada, you want to apply for PG work permit, spouse open work permit extension, any applications inside Canada or from outside Canada, spouse open work permit, visitor visa of parents or visitor visa of anyone else, I can take care of all these applications. If you want to apply with me, I can help you in the application. And in this particular channel, I have made almost all the videos about all these things inside Canada as well, and how you can travel from outside Canada to inside Canada. Travel means how you can get your visas. I have made those videos as well. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you have already subscribed, please share the videos as much as possible with others as well who can get benefit. If you are inside Canada, this was the video, great video for you. But its first part is what are the systems for PR. I will share the link here. You can watch that. I have shared the link in chat as well. You can check that as well. And it can brief you and give you ideas about the entire PR system in Canada. PNPs, federal PRs, non-federal PRs. So everything is there. So you can get benefit of that as well. If you have any questions, you can leave your questions. I'd like to answer. I want to do masters, currently doing BBA. Kindly suggest. Okay, Varun, there can be many masters in Canada. If you are doing BBA, in that case, ideally you should go for a master's degree in a public university in Ontario. So recently I made a video on, let me share the link of that video as well. Quite important for you. Video is on work to study in Canada. It has almost all the options that you can take for your PR in Canada, which will lead to PR. So how you can prioritize your admission in what university. So first target is public universities of Ontario. Even before that, 3 public universities of Ontario: Algoma, Laurentian and Lakehead. If you are getting these 3 public universities, these universities will fall under RCIP and Ontario Master Graduate Stream as well. And then other public universities of Ontario, and then after that public universities of other provinces in Ontario. It may be RRU, Thompson River University, Trinity Western University. Trinity is partially public, but it's a really good university. Sorry. So other public universities in all the other provinces, you can go for that. So then after that, there are private universities of Canada. So I have prioritized the list in terms of PR. And if you are single, in that case you can go for PG diploma as well, because to get your PR in Canada, even if you need to do PG diploma. If you are single, you can take PG diploma as well. If you are married, you need to take 2 years of master degree. Okay, but if you are single, you can take PG diploma, 1 year of master degree or 2 years of master degree. Anything is fine. And whatever is going to lead you for your PR, you should take it. I have shared the link here with you, which will help you in deciding what kind of masters you should take depending upon your situation. If you are single, decision is different. If you are married, decision is different. Which masters are most demanding in Canada for future? Okay, so I discuss this particular question or this doubt every day with many. Recently, someone who has completed 1 year of study in Canada, HRBM program. HR and business management program in Algoma University. 1 year is already done. 1 semester of break is also done. He wants to change it now because this program is not in demand in Canada. Job demand is not dependent upon the study you are going to do in Canada. It can be MBA, MTech, any study you are doing. MBA, Master of Management, Master of Organizational Management, Master of Global Management. It is not dependent on study you are going to do in Canada. It is going to depend upon how much skills you are carrying. It is going to depend upon what kind of experience you are carrying with you, what kind of projects you have done in past. You may be from some random stream, but you know data science, you know AI, you know something really good, you are having great skill. No one is going to ask you for your degrees in Canada to give you job. If you know your task, degrees don't matter. And if you don't know your task, again degrees don't matter. No one is going to hire you. So degrees don't matter. Degrees are just a way to enter in Canada. That's it. It's just a credential. No one is going to ask for it. And no one is going to hire you based on that credential. People are going to hire you based on your skills. So those are more important. Also, if you want to go into particular type of profession which are really in demand, those professions usually have some kind of license attached to them. And length of that license can be from 1 day to 6 months. And you can complete that parallelly as well. Do it separately. For example, you can complete pharmacy assistant or pharmacy technician program. It is a healthcare profession. And this is a 6 month of length of this program. You can do it separately. And it will help you in landing in healthcare profession and eventually get your PR. So mostly all the sophisticated professions, they are having some kind of license or exam attached to that. Those are separate. And all kind of regular routine jobs in sales, finance, HR, they don't require any type of kind of specialized education. Any education is fine. You can start studying, you can start doing job. If you know the job, start doing it. What's the problem? So your skill, your experience, and whatever special skills you have gained through some special courses, maybe online, Coursera, Udemy, YouTube, or through some other project or something, or you may be working some freelancing on some freelancing project, through that you get that experience. They are going to get you job, not this education. Education does not get you job. And rather than that education, keep that education as well. Make it a way to enter in Canada or to extend your stay in Canada. And if you want some kind of special license, then study separately for it. And that license, that study usually is maximum for 6 months. Usually it is maximum for 6 months. Sometimes it is 3 months, sometimes it is 4 months, 6 months. Sometimes you don't require to attend any classes. As soon as you complete your study, self-study, you can take that exam, you can get the license. So that's absolutely separate. That's different. So do not focus on the programs which are in demand, especially when you are going on master's level. Focus on the study which is going to help you in extending your stay. If you are married, you require to take 2 years of study. If you are unmarried, you can take PG diploma as well. 1 year of PG diploma, 2 years of PG diploma, 1 year of master, 2 years of master. You can decide. But do not be really focused on the study, because eventually these type of studies which can give you, for example, early childhood education, you can do 2-3 months of certification for that and you can become early childhood educator. You will get the license. If you want to enter in insurance, you don't require to study. You can do self-study and take the license exam. Good to go. Take the exam and your license is done. Clear the exam, your license will, you will get the license. So many times there is just an exam to get license. Many times you need to study a little bit and then you can get license. You don't require to combine these two things. Khichdi mat banao. You don't require to do that. This is separate. Getting a job is separate thing, and extending your stay or entering in Canada is separate. Keep these things separate. Don't mix these things. It's not required. Can I do second year healthcare aid aside my masters, and would I get my spouse SOWP extended with that when I apply for my PGWP? Okay, so the problem, okay, here I am assuming that you are married because you are asking for SOWP extension. Now it depends where are you right now. If you are outside Canada, or even if you are inside Canada, you not need to start your study as fresh. Okay, you are on work permit or visitor record, anything. If you are going to start your study fresh in Canada, you need to take 2 years of masters, and you need to keep studying 2 years of masters. Otherwise, you will be violating the condition that condition of this 2 years of masters for spouse visa. You are not maintaining that, and it can become a problem for you in future, because when you got your visa, you got it with 2 years of masters, then you got spouse open work permit as well with that, and later on you changed it to something else, maybe a PG diploma or UG diploma. When you completed your UG diploma, PG diploma, till that time it is not a problem. But when you apply for PG work permit, and once you apply for PG work permit and SOWP extension, now it will be cleared, dear, you applied for master's degree, you changed it later on to a UG diploma or PG diploma, and after changing it, your spouse kept on working, even though spouse you violated the condition of master degree. So your PG work permit may not be a problem, but spouse will be in trouble in that case. If visa officer checks that condition, and it's in the mind of visa officer that he is able to check, and it clicks as well, spouse will get refusal. Spouse will be denied entry, because even during the stay, previously as well, spouse has already violated the condition of spouse open work permit, because condition says your spouse who is studying in Canada, that student needs to be on doing a 2 year of master degree. If that is not there, already that spouse has violated the condition by working in Canada or by staying in Canada on spouse visa. So do not do that. I will not recommend. If you are married, stay on 2 year of masters. It doesn't matter what kind of study you are doing. It should be the easiest master available in Canada, so that you can focus on your earning, on building your profile, getting more and more project, doing your part-time work, in your travel, all those kind of things. Your focus should not be on study, and study does not get you so many great things. I'm very clear about it. Even if you are spending 25 lakh rupees in Canada on your study, it does not have the value of 25 lakh rupees. It is just a pathway to enter in Canada. There are very few universities which will give you great value of your learning in Canada. Very few. Most of the universities are just for the sake of, just for namesake. They are there just to be there. That's it. So do not focus on getting great learnings or license from your master degree. Focus on getting your license separately. It can be early childhood education, it can be healthcare, it can be anything, and you can take it separately. Many people who are on open work permit in Canada, they did not do any study in Canada. Still they got the licenses of healthcare, of early childhood education, of security, many other things as well. And they are doing great. They got their PR as well. Yesterday I got really great news. My first applicant, Karan, he got the PR yesterday, and one of my friends, Karan is also really close to me, very dear friend of mine in Ontario. He got the PR through spousal PR. He got Ontario PNP invitation as well earlier, but eventually he got it through spousal PR. And one of my friends in Victoria, both of them got their PR together yesterday. Really great news for me. I was really like delighted for them, really happy for them. I had to come back due to some circumstances last year, but again I am looking to go back, maybe through French, maybe through something else, but yes, that is the target. I always say it, I keep on saying it. So people who are connected with me, they keep on listening this, that he says it in all the videos. So it's a dream. And they got the PR recently. Yesterday both of them got PR together. So I was chatting with Karan, I shared with him that one of my friends, Arvind, he is from Delhi, he also got the PR. His wife completed study from Royal Roads University, MGM, Master of Global Management at Royal Roads University. She got CLB 10 in CELPIP. So in express entry, they got really good score. And under Canadian experience class, they got their PR. So that was also a great thing. And he is one of the examples I always share, Arvind. He does not have any study in Canada. He did not have any experience in India as well. He was actually an employer. He was actually an entrepreneur, running a printing press, manufacturing kind of system. And he went to Canada, made a really good system for himself and his family, got a really good job as insurance agent, got settled really, really good without having experience of a job in India. He did not work as an employee in India, and he did not have any relation with insurance or these type of jobs. But he is a really good researcher. He prioritized his PR. His focus was absolutely on PR. Finally got his COPR, his PR as well. So people do things, and circumstances are same for everyone. He was in British Columbia, still he got his PR. So and he was having first, second, third, fourth backup, fifth backup, so many options running at the same time for his PR. But his entire focus, as soon as he landed in Canada, entire focus was on getting the PR in Canada. He got it as well, and really quickly as well. Within 4 years, he got everything done. 2 years of study, 2 years of work permit, and he got his PR. And out of that, within 1 year of experience, he was eligible to apply under Canadian Experience class. And last 1 year was just for the processing of the application, and it finally happened. So it is possible if you are focused and if you are making multiple backups. He actually got a job in healthcare sector which may get permanent very soon, and he was having that backup as well for his PR. But it happened through Canadian Experience class. He does not require to use anything else, but it was also an option for him. He created multiple layers of options. Through him become the primary applicant, through his wife become the primary applicant. All the options he kept on table, and he focused on that. He is in Victoria, very dear friend of mine. So you can also make it possible. RRU यूनिवर्सिटी मास्टर ऑफ ग्लोबल मैनेजमेंट, लास्ट में आपको 3 ऑप्शन दिए जाते हैं कि कौन सा चूज करना है फॉर फ्यूचर वर्क परमिट स्पाउस और स्टूडेंट को मिलती है. Okay, so you are going for 2 years. There are 2 options in RRU, Royal Roads University, Master of Global Management. 1 year of MGM and 1.5 year of MGM. 1.5 year of MGM will make you eligible for 3 year of PG work permit. And 1 year also will make you eligible for 3 year of PG work permit. But for spouse visa, you need to choose the longer one. 1.5 year of length. That is what you need to choose. And at last semester is for either for project or for courses or some kind of research. So usually people do try to make some kind of project and they give the presentation. Usually it takes 6 months of time. You can go for some internship as well. You can go for some internship for 3 months, and last 3 months are then for writing the report for that. So people choose different kind of options. You can choose any of them, whatever is there on table. If you get internship in a company, do 3 months of internship, 3 months of period to write your research report and submit that. Okay, so that is 6 months. Or do a project under some professor, do some project for 3 months, write the report as well. Third, complete a few courses and complete it. So anyway you can complete it. There are 3 options, you can choose any. And after the submission, after the completion of this, after 1.5 years, you will get 3 years of PG work permit. You can apply for PGWP. Along with that, you can apply for SOWP or SOWP extension along with PG work permit application. It is allowed. Did I miss anything, Milan? You can write. Any school for early childhood education certificate short course? Yes, we have the option. Yesterday only I got the option. Please ping me on WhatsApp 9912000082. 9912000082. That's my number. So I'll share the options with you. There are certifications of, I guess, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, something of this sort. So there are multiple options available for that. I can share all the options with you. Anything else? Any other questions? I have shared my number. If you want to ask anything, you can ping me on WhatsApp and I'll be happy to take care of your application. If you want to get some kind of certification in Canada to get license or to clear the exams or something for your settlement, so I can help you in that as well. And just ping me on WhatsApp. I'll be happy to share these options with you as well. Thank you so much for watching this live session till the end. It's already 70 minutes. So thank you so much. There was some hiccup. Current was gone, but it came back quickly. Thank you so much to Electricity Board of Panipat for that. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining this session and see you in next video, next session. Thank you.